the Barebow women. On target 1, Ava Jones. On target 2, Erin Hollom.
There we have confirmation. Ava Jones and Erin Hollom. And Ava is, I'm just going to go, I think she is just a teenager. I want to get confirmation there.
She's had a great year so far, though.
And she, you know, she obviously she works the circuit. She competes all around the country. Does Ava 18? I knew she was in that ballpark. And Erin, who, if you were not with us earlier, she is an ER doctor.
Oh wow!
In Minnesota. So again, we had Alexis, who was a nurse. Starting out with a 5. So we had cumulative. If you're just joining us, compound was cumulative. We should have told you at the time. You probably kind of figured it out. Cumulative scoring. Barebow and recurve is a set system. So whoever gets the most points after 3 arrows will get 2 points. If they get equal points after their 3 arrows, they share. They get a point each.
7.
And it's the first to 6. So a little bit of a
8.
kind of a testing start for these two as they're just kind of feeling their way through. Barebow, of course, it's as it suggests, it's not got the weights and balances and sights and all of the trickery sometimes that you'll see with the recurve and compound. So that's where you might see you know, a
9.
6 or a 5 or a 7.
Yeah, it's more instinctive, more traditional, if you may. But it doesn't make it any less exciting. You know, barebow shooters can go out there and put on a complete show.
985, so 22. 22 for Ava. 20. 22 plays 20, so that'll be 2 points for Ava Jones. So a little bit of an uncomfortable start, shall we say, because you know we're seeing 9s, we're seeing 10s, but these two will be looking to put that one behind, and that's the beauty of the set system.
Correct.
It's you can have a bad 3 arrows and still turn it around.
Yep, we just went in my division went to the set system from cumulative, and it's exactly that. You can have one shot in cumulative that'll derail your whole match versus this. You might lose 2 points, but you can still come back and get back on track.
And talk through that as a mindset shift, because again, when it's cumulative, as we talked about earlier with Grady and Jimmy, you know, you could be a point, 2, 3, 4 points behind, and against some opponents, that's the game gone, that's the match gone.
Correct.
But with the set system, you really have to be that goldfish.
Yeah, I mean, for like Grady, that 4th set or that 4th end, that could have been 2 set points, and then get to restart and come back.
End number 2. Erin will get us started.
7.
And you can really hear the thud.
Yeah.
9.
There's a 9. So Ava is just beginning to find her range. I want to talk you through some of the their path to the gold medal match. Ava Jones 6.16 in qualifying. Erin 5.88. So that's a bit of a sticky start for Erin here. Semi-finals, Erin beating
9.
Cindy Zacco, the number 2 seed, Erin the number 3 seed. Erin winning 7-3, 6-0 win for Ava against Alison Lee, the 4 seed.
7.
One of the things that Erin did make clear is similar to Alexis, this really is
9.
strong end there for Ava. As she turns away, looks like that'll be a 4-0 lead for Ava Jones. One of the things that we heard from Alexis and Erin again made clear is this is, bearing in mind the job they do.
Correct.
This is just, so we talk about stress and we talk about pressure and we talk about that anxiety of stepping to the line. It's very easy to kind of just think what they do as a day job, and they step out here and they enjoy it and they relax, but the arrows are still going to misbehave. Yes,
exactly. And it's you know, it's one of those things where some days you have it, some days archery happens. And no matter how good your shots are breaking, they're just not hitting where you're intending them to hit. But the fact that they keep doing it continuously and at a high level is just absolutely impressive.
Yeah.
But
I
again-
believe at Springfield we're going to see Cindy Zacco, Erin and Ava in a team. They've got team events there. The three of them are going to
Fantastic.
combine as a team. So that'll be some force.
Yeah.
Look out for that in Springfield next month. Of course, we were there last year for Target Nationals. USAT Series Final will be there before all of that gets underway. So USAT Series Final, which Erin has already qualified automatically for. Ava will be looking to win this to confirm her place.
7.
7 to start, end number 3 for Erin as she looks to fight her way back into this contest.
9.
9
Just
for
hasn't been
Ava.
able to get inside that red ring.
Great shot. Looking at
7.
Erin. Another 7 again. As you say, she's fighting to get closer.
9.
Another 9 for Ava.
Ava's just in her zone.
And another one similar to Olivia. You chat to Ava, breaks into that smile, but how focused.
4.
Just a tough one for Erin. But we will see her. We'll see her in
9.
Springfield at Target Nationals and US Open. But the shake of the hand there, we will get confirmation. But Erin, who had a phenomenal Gator Cup, we will see her at the USAT Series Final next month. We will also see Ava Jones, having won here this afternoon, the Barebow champion of the Buckeye Classic 2026. First of all, congratulations on the win. Just talk about the conditions out there. Misbehaving a little bit to kind of find your groove. Just talk us through that match.
I feel like it was pretty windy. It didn't really look as windy as it was really affecting the arrows.
And then talk us through just the week as a whole, because the conditions, the stop-start, the haze, the smoke that we had earlier in the week, every day seems to have thrown us something a little different. How have you seen the last few days going?
Yeah, there are definitely some weather conditions, and I know you can't plan for it. I think that just makes it kind of fun, a little bit of an extra challenge. The wind has been a little weird all weekend, and the smoke was definitely new to deal with.
We don't see you at every USAT event, but when you come in, just your ability, the quality that you bring, number 1 seed here, come through as the gold medalist. And again, I had to double check. I thought you were around that 18 years of age. Where do you see the ceiling for you in terms of your archery? How much better do you think you can be? How much better can you get?
I feel like I could get, every year I improve, so I feel like I could get better. The whole sport keeps getting better, a bunch of new archers, everybody just keeps improving. I feel like everybody can get better.
And then the USAT Series Final, you've qualified for that. Erin has qualified for that as well. So we'll see you in Springfield, Missouri. How much are you looking forward to that big event?
That is why I came out here, was to try to make it there, so I'm really excited about that.